Welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And the Night Watchman and myself are here for another cricket reaction. Before we do, we want to thank our sponsor for this video, DIYOJ, customized jerseys, like the one I have on today. Go ahead and get your own. Down below, use the promo code NICK10 to get 10% off. Thank you so much for our sponsor. And we are looking at a request today from whom?
Our boy, Dr. Jihan. And Dr. Jihan,
Doc's in the house.
The Doc's in the house, wants us to react to this video, kind of just to try to tell us the greatness of Aaron Finch. And we've given Aaron Finch a lot of slack. Here's the thing. And he kind of mentions it in the email that he wrote to us. We didn't get to see the best of Aaron Finch, right? When we got in, he was already towards the tail end of
some highlights
of his
and he
career.
had some lowlights.
He's had a couple of big games, but I kind of equated to the people that never got to see like a Derek Jeter in his prime. Like the last few years, it was just like, well, you don't know how good he was. Or even think about some of the greatest baseball players. Right now, Miguel Cabrera, it looks terrible.
That's a much better comparison.
And my gosh, he was such a great hitter. Albert Pujols, they used to call him La Machine. Because he was just a machine. The guy running around the bases, he's like hobbling or whatever. And if somebody saw him right now and walked into the game of baseball, it's like, that guy's about to break one of the vaunted records of baseball. Hit 700 home. That guy, like, but he was so good when he was younger, Nick. And as age goes on, you age and your body breaks down. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Now, at the same time, we're not, for those who are not baseball fans, those are like the best of the best. We're not saying Aaron Finch is the best of the best, but we understand what Jihan is talking about. And we've heard it from a lot of different people and we accept it. But from what we've seen, what I've seen, the BBL, International, IPL especially, he's been on every team, I think, right? At least once or twice. It hasn't been, like, I always ask, like, how is he the captain? How is he the captain? So Jihan has some highlights, some milestones from his career that Gabe's going to read for us. Just let us know a little better about Aaron Finch.
So he says, at his best, he was a brutal hitter of fast bowling and spin bowling. He had a no-nonsense attitude against spinners in particular, which you could see. All right, he will go down as one of Australia's white ball greats. Just some stats below. He was the third fastest, Nick, to 3,000 runs in T20. 98 innings. Third fastest. You know the two ahead of him?
Kohli and Azam. I just know because it's right here.
Kohli and
both 81 innings, by the way.
That's elite company. Yeah. If you could put your name next to Kohli and Bubba Azam to anything else, listen, bro, he could go into a restaurant and just bust it out right there.
The card.
Like that's his card right there.
Number 3.
Kohli, Barbara Azam, me. You know what I mean? That's his dating. That's his Tinder profile. His dating profile. Kohli, Barbara Azam, and me. You know what I mean? That's like, yo, what are your references? You're gonna go get a job, like to be an announcer or something like that. Kohli, Barbara Azam, and me. It's that simple. It's that he goes to court. Mr. Finch, it seems like you might have run a red light or whatever it might be, and he'll just hold up his phone to the judge. Kohli, Barbara Azam, and me. Case dismissed. You know what I mean? Like, dude.
On a side note, what's funny is you gotta love the India-Pakistan rivalry in cricket, the fans, because you see Azam right there tied with Kohli for the fastest there.
Right.
But whenever Azam's in a low stage of his career, we knew he was fool's gold. He's never close to Kohli. He's right there with Kohli in that list.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. He's also fourth Knicks in ODI centuries for Australia behind Ricky Ponting.
Heard of him.
Warner.
Heard of him.
And is this guy a photographer? Mark Wall?
Yeah, he's a famous photographer.
Oh, famous for photography.
He dabbled in some cricket a little bit.
And from time to time, he dabbled in cricket. Yes, Mark Wall.
But he's more famous for his pictures.
That's what it is. Fourth! I did not realize how prolific he was. And, I mean, the last thing is he's 14th highest in run scorer in Australia in ODIs. Here's the thing. I think that he's suffers the curse of all athletes. No athlete ever knows when it's over. You're never done with the game. The game's done with you. And that's just the reality.
And for some non-athletes, you're done before you even start.
The game was never there for you.
Said, please go away.
Please go away. and it is. It's like, nobody walks away in their prime. Nobody. And
no, Barry Sanders.
Wow.
Calvin Johnson.
Well, Calvin Johnson, though, if you
He
go
was
back,
injured, yes,
I
but
didn't realize how injured this guy was. And he would talk
but
about
still,
how his body
you know,
was
he could have
breaking
eked out
down.
a few more years of
Oh,
money.
he easily could have
But
gotten a
Barry
few more
Sanders
years of
is
money.
the best example.
And you know what? There was actually a football player. I think maybe professional football because it's so grueling on the
So
body, and
brutal.
athletes are now starting to understand. There was another player. I think he was a linebacker for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. He was only a few years in.
He was 4 years in, 5 years
Yeah.
in. He got his money and he bolted. He said, "I want to be able to."
Andrew Luck, same thing.
Andrew Luck, you know, so
But
maybe
football's so brutal, so it's almost like that outlier.
yeah, maybe that football's the outlier. Let us know if in cricket guys more often than not hang around way too long, or they say, "Nah, I'm good."
Let us know who's the
I've done
best
what I can do.
example of someone's just like, I'm good, and they're like 30 years old, but they're at the top of their game, and they're like, bye, because he's right. Age, speed of the game, whatever it is, it's going to catch up to you. But this is I'm excited to see this because this says 156 on 63 balls.
When you said that number, I said, "Is he the universe boss? Who?
Right?
That's universe boss numbers." I was like, "Who?"
ABD, maybe? I mean, come on.
I was like, "Aaron Finch, are you sure we're watching the video?"
Now, this is a video that, hopefully it's not a no video reaction because we'll have to see because this is quite a popular video. But we got a different version to it. Please don't forget if you like this video too.
Like and subscribe. Smash that button.
But let's go ahead and check it out. I'm interested to find out who is the equivalent in cricket of someone that called it when they were still at the top of their game.
God, nobody does anymore, man. Other than football because it's such
I don't
punishment
blame
on your
them.
body.
I don't blame them. Here we shall
Something called dignity, man.
take some money.
You said Nick said dignity.
Because you don't ever know. Like, you got to provide for your kids, your grandkids, generational wealth. After.
I can smell the copyright claim.
Oh, yeah, it's fresh.
Oh!
Oh, he's
I
leathered
love when
that.
they turn their hips like that and they make it look so easy, but you know it's not
Thank
that
you.
easy.
Can we have the ball back?
Could have had the
All about playing yourself in this T20. First ball.
Shane Watson. Don't tell me that Stuart Broad about to get brutalized.
Oh, slips moved out.
Was that against Stuart Broad too?
I'm just saying, don't tell me it was. The guy can't take much more in T20.
That'll be four.
Well, you've just seen the.
Oh,
Nice and
Finch.
easy. Why are they not showing the bowlers' names?
Because they don't matter. Oh!
Hit it where they ain't. Oh, there you go.
And he picked it early.
Wow.
golf
He
shot right
destroyed
there.
that, dude.
And it barely got over, but that was so high. I want to see what he's... Yeah, see, he starts that footwork really early. And he almost put the foot forward like a baseball player.
Second six.
Yeah, he does have, you're right.
I always like to see someone in the zone where they kind of get that swing just a little early. They got plenty of time. Oh! Oh! He wasn't fooled by that.
That's
and he didn't
disgusting.
expect that.
His footwork was off, and then, oh, it's going to be over there. He still went and raked it.
So in the zone there. And you can see
Briggs has
Warner's
made his name
down.
in one-day cricket,
Marsh is
basically.
out there, but Finch is like, I got this. Oh, see?
Oh.
It's like slowing down for him.
Good point. This is a long chase.
Oh!
The ball wins.
I thought they were going to get that.
And a slower ball.
Oh!
Bopped it straight back over.
Dominicano!
60 for Finch.
Wow.
26 deliveries.
That was almost a
Slow
baseball
balls
swing,
disappeared.
too.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic shot. Himself room, goes over extra cover. This
Ooh.
is unbelievable hitting.
See the ball, crush the ball.
Got it right. Good
Oh,
over
full toss. What are you
Briggs.
thinking?
Whoa, no, he
That was
doesn't.
interesting.
No, he
Oh.
doesn't.
Misfielded.
You can have
Oh,
the
who's
single,
out
maybe even
there?
a two on the leg side. Goes to mid on, and it will go all the way. Six more.
Whoa. 6 more.
Oh, Joe Root.
That's gone a long way up.
Oh.
Long way up.
Ah.
Long way. Full
Oh,
stop.
that's just
That's 6
disrespectful.
more.
Oh, that's a hate
He
crime.
said, get out of here, Root.
Tells
Look
you
at that.
wherever
Those
you
yellow
bowl,
ones. Yeah,
it
those are
disappears.
pies right there.
Yeah, okay. 6
On
more.
one knee!
First ball went for
Nick,
one,
that
the
wasn't
next
wide
three
though.
have
That
gone
would have
for
gone
Yes,
behind him.
well,
I'm
It was
so.
wide from where he was sitting, or he was perched.
Smashed offside.
You know what I'm
Moves to
watching? This is
87,
a
unlucky
more
number
aggressive
for
Aaron
Finch.
Finch than I've ever
Not for
seen.
Finch,
He's going after
118
everything.
for one
Going after
delivery
everything. He's
left
in
in
the
the
zone.
over.
Look at the
Devon
over
stand on
right there.
one leg,
6'6",
whatever you
6'4".
want. On 87,
This is all
you got
him.
that. Yeah, good lad.
And then
Next
little cheeky
line.
shot like that. No
Ah.
one gets there.
Joe Root,
That's the
one
ones that
over,
just piss you off.
27
I'm surprised it
runs.
went that fast. The
Into
thing
the
that's
90s,
interesting, if you look at
Aaron
his
Finch.
footwork, he's making a decision with his feet before he really sees it. But it doesn't matter. If he's off balance, his bat is what's in the zone. It's almost like he should just like sit still. It is Stuart Broad.
I told you it was Stuart Broad.
And
I
then
know
make
that
a
lanky
decision
run.
last
Aaron
second.
Finch then on 99.
But he's going against his feet sometimes. There he goes, takes Pat.
Oh, yes,
I would
please,
hate those
it
as a
will
bowler.
go
Like, really? You got
six
that as a
just for a
6?
moment.
Oh, off of Stuart Broad too. Look at Stuart Broad.
And look at that, 47 balls, he got a century.
And Nick, that was a bouncer right at his head, and he said, "Get it out of here."
Wow.
Yeah,
That was
thoroughly
close to
deserves
knock his
that
bat. I wonder if
ovation
it
from
hurt his
this
hands a
crowd.
little bit. He doesn't care.
A
He's
little bit
enjoying the
worried when I saw the
celebration.
top edge. It was going straight down the fine leg and straight over his head, but
Yeah.
geez, played well.
Because that was a great delivery by Stuart Broad.
13 dots, and he still got 100 on 47.
Well, that's
Oh,
gone a long
that
way,
was
beautiful.
And it's gone a
That was
long
my favorite one so
way
far.
into the crowd. 6 more to
That
Finch.
was just a monster.
That was a 12, bro. That was a 12.
Yeah. It's a big boy 6.
Take that even further.
That looked violent. Hurt his back on that one.
Wow. I was like, okay.
He's like, how many more balls left in this over?
Callum.
Gotta watch out for the
1
blood
for 28
rate,
from his
That's
3.
12.
And that'll
Oh.
be it.
Wow.
Nonchalantly
That's some
just
kind of
whacked
strength
over
right there.
extra cover. I think that's gone all the way too. Another 6 to Finch. 127.
That was
then
like
high
elbow
score
high
in T20
On
internationals.
the offside,
Who returns now?
and he just crushed it.
For 28.
Powered
Ooh.
down the
Ooh.
ground. Make that 4 more.
Didn't get all that he wanted on there, but still more than enough.
Oh, dude, that almost took the umpire's head off.
Yeah.
That was right where he wanted it.
I think he wanted to launch a little higher. Oh, look at that. Oh, there goes your shoulder.
Now then,
Wow.
not quite. Really
Wow,
good
that was
effort in the
actually
deep
close
from
on
Owen
top of
Morgan, who's always just going away from him.
Oh, he loves his
Dude, that's just
Not
disrespectful.
any
He
interest
loves
at all
this
from
thing.
Owen Morgan. It's even further. 13 sixes
And he's
now
putting
for Aaron Finch.
everything into it.
Wow.
Throw it back. He hasn't even hit 60 balls. He has at 145.
That's bananas.
Oh, goes again.
Oh!
Someone in the
He
crowd
said, get that
catch it.
garbage out of here.
Oh, that one's
Oh
gone
my
down as
gosh,
well,
that
but it
was
brings up to
disrespectful.
150, 151
Like,
off
this
just
is like
60
really-
balls for
really,
Aaron
you
Finch.
gotta come in with
Quite
that
That was
garbage.
so disrespectful. He just bit down a little bit and launched it. Pulled it.
Oh,
Nice
wow.
shot.
Extraordinary.
Look, even the announcers are just laughing like, wow.
Another 4. 13 is the run rate. 226 in the 18th over.
Wow.
And gone.
Oh.
Dragged on.
It's
But
a
what
beautiful
an
wicket,
innings
but
from Aaron
the damage
Finch.
has been done.
Thanks very much for the entertainment. Will you see a better T20
Thanks very
innings?
much for the entertainment.
156 off
Are
just
you not
63
entertained?
balls.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? Look at fans.
Well, he's
Look at
getting a standing
fans.
ovation
Clapping
from the
with the
majority of the
kangaroos.
crowd here. And
Are those
why
dingoes?
wouldn't he? Because we've just seen something very, very
Kangaroos.
special. Breakthrough innings, not only for Aaron Finch, but maybe the game, because he could have ended up getting
I
170,
love the
180.
applause. I mean, that's a big
Raised his
score
back to
right
the
there.
crowd. There's his
Big
skipper
performance.
and the coach applauding him.
What did he get? Yeah, he got 156.
What a night
so he
that
got
he'll
over
never
1.5.
forget. Aaron Finch.
That would be. We've seen performances like
Into the
this.
dugout he goes.
That would be fun to be live
156.
at and just sit there. It looks like a beautiful evening right there.
Right.
And just to take in that kind of performance, 156 against the hated England boys in T20. Yeah, that'd be nice.
It was a different Aaron Finch. I think that the Aaron Finch we see today, the one we've seen
More hesitant?
Is very hesitant. He'll attack sometimes, but this was the most aggressive I've ever seen him. And I get it, they weren't showing every single ball of the game, obviously. But to your point, it was 156, not on 100 balls. It was like 60 balls, bro. He was going after everything.
Balls.
And there were a few balls that were wides that today's Aaron Finch is like, there was one that was going to go behind his back, basically. And he shoved all the way back and said, boom, I know I can get the bat on him and destroy this thing. And man, it was masterful. It was something great to see.
Beautiful.
And again, Jihan's right. He's by looking at his prolific numbers, he deserves more respect than he gets. But at the same token, sometimes you don't do yourself any favors by hanging around too long. This is the Aaron Finch we watch right now is a shadow of that guy right there. What are you kidding me?
Yeah. On most, he still every once in a while will give you that, like, okay. Like I think it was last year he had back-to-back like 80 performances or something like that. Some high performances, and it was like, everyone was clever. Told you guys, because we had just, every time we trash someone, they always go off, right?
For the most part.
But you got to admit, even if you're an Aaron Finch fan, it doesn't happen as often as, I guess it happens to everyone, but it doesn't happen as often as you think it should.
Right.
And I got to know more about footwork. I really do, because maybe cricket is backwards. Maybe you put your feet back, you're a little more off balance, and you hit that offside shot. I would think that you'd want to have more of a balance from your feet to your shoulders, kind of a nice foundation right there when you're taking, and you have footwork for different things, whether it's the back or the front of the crease. But it seems like he was backwards, like almost like he didn't trust himself, but his eyes knew exactly where he wanted the bat to go. Let me know if that's a common thing in cricket, or if maybe that's one of his downfalls, even when he's hot right here, that maybe he doesn't trust where to put his feet, and that may put him in bad situations. Today it didn't matter.
No, I think that, and I've noticed this in cricket, guys that in baseball, what do they say? Squish that bug, right? And literally, they teach you that firm foundation. You got your base down, foot goes up and down, because you're using your legs for power, right? And then you're gonna use your hips and turn into it. If you notice, like the one where his feet were all the way out and the ball was on the outside, he literally just threw the bat at it. Yeah. That's all just upper body strength or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was not
muscling the ball.
I can't imagine that's a shot that they mechanically want to show everyone how to use.
Absolutely. That's just, hey, this guy is talented and he can get the bat on the ball and it can go a ways. You know what I mean? That's what makes this guy so great. A Kohli. They can play the ball so late and their hands are so quick, but then you can get boundaries on it. Because a lot of times, other guys turn those shots into outs because you mishit it and it becomes an out. You can't get enough on it because you don't have enough wrist strength. Your hands aren't quick enough. Case in point, even the announcer said, I was worried because it was a top edge. That ball off of Stuart Broad that gave him the 100, the century. That was a bouncer. That was classic Stuart Broad. You're pumping me, I'm going to throw one at your head. That's why I love Stuart Broad. And it was like, boom, coming up on me. It was a top edge. Most weak guys can't get enough of that bat. And when it's a top edge like that thing's going to pop up in the sky, go up about, 150 meters, and then you're kind of under. And unless you're, 150 meters, 62 meters. It feels like that way, right? It goes super high. But then you're just hoping at least, unless it's like Pakistan, it's a sitter, right? You're going to catch it. He's going to set it. What? It's a little drive-by?
Drive-by. Absolutely.
I mean, other guys tend to drop them. Gautam?
What has Pakistan done to you?
I mean, they're just known for drops. But I mean, Gautam, I attack all droppers. I attack all droppers. We call, instead of $1 million baby, Gautam is $1 million drop, bro. $1 million. That's what CSK paid him for. All season. That's all he did.
The way to the bank. And he got a ring.
$1 million drop. But you know what I mean? Like, most guys top edge it. That thing is caught, bro. He top edged it and it went like 3-4
crazy.
Rolls back. It's
crazy.
You're right. They don't teach that shot. That's just being special, and not having your foot stuck, you're in cement, so to speak, lets you play those balls that would be wides on the other side. Because if it's a wide, whatever, you're gonna get a run, right? But he just turned that run into a 6. He turned that other run into a 4. You know what I mean? And when I know I can pump this guy, instead of the guy getting through the over and maybe getting to the next guy, you know what I'm saying? And maybe taking the wicket right there, taking away those balls. It's like a strategic thing. And it was impressive. Unfortunately, that's not who we have today. And I mean, again,
way to bring it back down to pessimist city.
I'm just like,
listen.
Like, think about the Universe Boss. How many big Universe Boss performances we saw? Maybe. I was so excited the first time I saw him get that 100. Everybody was, because they're like, he forgot how long it was because he held the bat upside down, right?
But you're talking about 41, 42 years old, Universe Boss.
Yeah, no, I
don't
get
think
it.
Finch is at that. I mean, good. I think
Finch?
36, 37.
Finch is up there. He's in his mid, if not late 30s,
Yeah,
man.
mid
That's
to late
old for
30s.
baseball. I mean, baseball for cricket.
Last thing I want to say is I love this kind of performance because you see bowler after bowler after bowler after bowler all getting pumped.
Who was the one that laughed? He was
All
like,
of them. Yeah, right? He was just like... what?
yeah, it was right. He was like, whatever, dude. What am I supposed to do?
All of them getting brutalized because batting is more important in cricket.
God.
Let us know what you think about our thoughts here on this video, this reaction. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
We know all things.